Up, gang? Hey man, another banger, ton of gold nuggets. Make sure you watch this one to the very end. If you have not done so already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody who needs to see this ASAP. Like I said, ton of gold nuggets in this one. Also, join to CLG community, 7-day free trial. Link is in the comments, link is in the description. All of my work is in the CLG community, and I'm also trying to set up a live meetup in South Beach early December, around like the Art Basel time. You know what I mean? When Art Basel's in town and stuff like that, it'll be a great time to meet live, talk to women live, get live results. The people that do come to this event, I'm gonna try to make it 2 to 3 days or whatever. They are going to learn so much in such a short period of time, and they're going to be able to actually go out and exercise what they've learned in real time, and they're going to get a lot of results. So I'm setting that up in the meantime, and then I also have a live Q&A tonight. So click the link in the description, click the link in the comments to get the 7-day free trial. Jump on the live Q&A and ask any question that you would like to get answered, and I'll answer it live in real time to help you become better sooner rather than later. And without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. So I wanted to play that video for you guys, and the reason that I wanted to play that video for you guys is because I wanted to show you what it feels like, because that's a really good meme. I wanted to show you guys what it feels like when you actually become a man, right? Because contrary to what everybody would tell you, contrary to what you believe, contrary to what media will tell you, it's actually feminine to go after a woman initially to date her long term. That is actually feminine behavior. Going into it, trying to get her in a relationship. I'm going to tell you why that's feminine. The reason that type of energy is feminine is because women are the ones that want long-term relationships. Let me repeat that. Women are the ones that want long-term relationships. Men usually just want to crack when they first see a beautiful woman. That's usually the first instincts of a man, naturally. So when you go against nature, you're forced to pay. When I was younger and I went against nature, I was forced to pay. When you're the lover boy, when you're the one with your nose wide open, when you're the one that's blind to female nature, you're the one that's getting played. Not only are you getting played, you're getting lied to. I don't know if you knew my first relationship. All of my boys knew she was a hoe except me. And she was my girlfriend. She lied to me about everything. She lied and said she was a virgin. She lied and said the 25-year-old that they're talking about was before me. She lied and said that he only ate her out. Nobody has ever penetrated her. She lied about everything, bro. That's all she did was lie, and then throw some more lies in there. Meanwhile, I'm over here holding hands, walking her to class, walking around school, making that out in front of her with everybody. I'm talking about doing the most. Wasn't even cracking my own girlfriend. Now, months and months and months into it, finally got the yams, as you want to call it. And then I realized she wasn't a virgin. And that's when I flipped out. Because the way I looked at it, if you can lie about one thing, you can lie about everything. You understand where I'm coming from? And she lied with such a straight face. She lied so good. And we was young. We was kids. She lied so good. I mean, everything she said, I believed. She was the best liar on the planet. Second girlfriend, same thing. Gave it another shot. Right after I got my heart broke, transferred high schools, all types of stuff. Got the baddest girl in that school, captain of the dance team, yada, yada, yada. Everybody coming at her. I got her bringing cupcakes to my classroom, everything. Didn't even crack her. Didn't even hook up with her. But as soon as we break up, I hear she giving a blowjob to a backup linebacker. Nigga wasn't even on the field. The nigga couldn't even make the field. And he getting hit. Come on, man. So this is the type of stuff I be trying to tell you guys, man. At the end of the day, man, when you lover boy, when you got your nose wide open, when you don't understand female nature, that's when you get used and abused. Because that's who I was. When I was younger, I didn't understand nothing about female. I always played the slow game. Think about it. I'm in relationships with these girls, and I'm not cracking, but somebody else is. Now, the first one I did crack eventually. It took forever. Second one, I didn't even crack. And we was in a relationship for months and months and months, like a long time. Like, you know what I mean? Didn't even crack. All we did was kiss, make out, kiss, make out, kiss, make out, walk her to class, hold hands, kiss, make out. That's it. Telling everybody she my girlfriend, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. You get where I'm coming from? So that's how it was playing out for me. So I know firsthand what happens when you go into it with that feminine energy. I'm looking for a relationship because that's what I was looking for, a girlfriend. I went into it looking for a girlfriend, and guess what? That's what happened to me. And every time I made a mistake looking for a girlfriend, I got embarrassed. I got embarrassed. Or if I played it too cool or too safe, I got embarrassed. You get what I'm trying to say? I had a story where I wasn't too mad about. I wasn't that attracted to the girl, but the girl was attracted to me. So we had a house party, and she is aggressive with me. You feel me? And I still was cold or whatever the case is, but I don't know what threw me off this day or whatever the case is. I don't know what happened, but we was at like a little house party or whatever. She was like, "Oh, come to my car with me," and you know what I mean. I gotta get something in my car. Come in my car with me. I was like, all right, whatever. So I jump in the passenger seat. She jump in the driver's seat, and we just looking at each other. So I'm just in there like, so what's up? She was like, I don't know what's up. Like, you know, I should have probably did something. You feel me? Made a move or something. But I didn't do nothing. I just sat in the car. We looked at each other. And then she's just like, okay, I'm going to go back in the party. So we went back to the party. It was a house party. So we actually end up falling asleep. Now, you got to understand, it was a house party. Now, I don't know if I didn't make a move on the girl because she wasn't necessarily my type. She was a dancer, but she wasn't necessarily my type. This is high school now. So I wasn't really trying to make a move on her, whatever the case is. But let me tell you how this party went down. Let me tell you the difference between feminine men and masculine men. So we had a team that was our arch rivals, right? And this is high school. So they were our arch rivals, but they were talented. You know what I mean? They won the state championship. They beat Miami Northwestern. Miami Northwestern is a powerhouse school. This team out of Orlando, Florida, two of the kids went to the NFL. One of those kids I was telling you about in Minnesota, in middle school. One of those kids I was telling you about in middle school when I was trying to talk to this girl and all this crazy shit. He went to the NFL. The quarterback went to the NFL. Like a bunch of their guys went to the NFL because nobody expected this school out of Central Florida to beat Miami Northwestern. Miami Northwestern was a powerhouse. Like they had Teddy Bridgewater. They had Cooper, Amarion Cooper, whatever. Dang, the dude for the Dallas. He used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. The wide receiver that's super, super, super talented. They had him on their team. They had a bunch of NFL guys on their team that played in the NFL. And when the scouts came out to that national championship game, they was not expecting this. And the team was Sanford. So it was basically the Seminoles. You know what I mean? And I went to middle school in that area. That's why I knew all those guys. And when I went to middle school right next to the Sanford Seminoles. I went to Millennium Middle School. So I knew all those guys. And when I was running track, all of those coaches was coming to our track things in middle school and were trying to recruit us. But we was such rivals to Sanford because our hood was Little Altamont. We was such rivals to them that like it would be considered switching sides if I played for them. Even though one of our homeboys, he did switch sides. You feel me? He did switch sides and actually play for them. He was talented, but he was one of our guys. And instead of him going to one of our schools, he went to their schools. I guess me going to Lake Mary was switching sides too. I guess Lyman would have been the only way, but whatever the case is. But I couldn't necessarily go to Sanford because I was like our arch rivals. But we had some of these Sanford kids come to the party, and I knew all these kids. I went to middle school with them. I used to fight these kids. all types of stuff. Like I knew these kids like they was like enemies, but like there was respect there. Like we was like brothers and enemies, but like we always respected each other because we always knew what we was capable of. You know what I mean? So they come in the party. I remember one of the kids, he was the new quarterback for the team after the NFL quarterback went to the NFL. He come to the party. The first chick he see, he talked to her, chop her up, take her to the bathroom, crack her, bro. Like, crack her so hard that, like, we hear her through the bathroom, because it's like a house party. We hear her through the bathroom getting cracked. He crack her. As he leaving the bathroom, you can see him, like, wiping off his dick and shit. And then just, he slide out the party. Like, he be like, nah. Because he know, like, it's niggas there that, like, the party could get a little shaky for him. Because it's like, all right, it's a lot of Altamont niggas here. I'm from Sanford. He came in, cracked this little chick, wiped his dick off, and slid. Jumped in his car and slid. Didn't even stay for the party type shit. That girl loved that dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all she did was talk about him. Now, you know what I mean? And she would always be like, oh my God, I love it when he comes over. That's the whole night she talking about him. No other dude could crack her. No other dude to talk to her. Nothing. And that dude kept it simple. Like, he just was on some get in, get out type shit. You feel me? Girls obsess over that type of guy. Same thing with the girl that I was in the car with. I should have probably made a move. I probably would have got some dome, but I just think I didn't make a move because I wasn't feeling her like that. She wasn't really that cute, at least to the level that I was knocking girls down. Because I was knocking down the hot dancers. So then me and my cousin, we decided to spend the night. No, my cousin wanted to spend the night there. I wanted to go home, but my cousin wanted to spend the night. So my cousin ended up spending the night. And the same girl that I was in the car with, me and my cousin sleeping on the couch, head to toe. Like, because my cousin like, nah, bro, let's just kick it here. I'm like, whatever, bro. I said, I don't want to, but whatever. So me and my cousin sleeping on the same couch, head to toe. So his head there, his toes there, my head over here, and our toes is like, it's a big ass couch, so you can sleep on it, but our toes not touching. So in the middle of the night, everybody supposed to be asleep. My cousin whispering to the chick that I was in the car with. He was like, hey, he like, come over here type shit, right? She come over there, bro. No words. I kid you not. No words said at all. My cousin, less than 2 minutes of saying hey, is getting domed from this chick. I'm talking about, bro, and I'm on the same couch. Like, this girl is doming my cousin over my legs. Like, you feel like she, like, her legs touching my legs and everything. And my cousin, and the whole fucking, and it's a bunch of people sleeping. Like, people sleeping on the floor and shit. Some high school shit. And everybody sleeping in this bitch, hearing this girl just sloppy top this nigga, bro. I couldn't even go to sleep. I'm like, this girl really just topping my cousin for real? Like, and I'm like, damn, I probably could have got some top from this bitch in the car. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, it is what it is. So, I'm talking about literally, I'm on the couch, all you hear is, I'm talking about she's sucking the shit. My cousin like, damn, girl, slow the fuck down. Like my cousin and that bitch like, God damn, nigga. And me, nigga, I'm so fucking embarrassed and shit. I couldn't even motherfucking open my eyes to even see this shit. I'm like, man, I didn't even want to watch this shit. I'm like, man, hurry this shit up. So, like, nigga, that's why I ain't even want to stay the night at this bitch. Like, you know what I mean? She topped the nigga up, cousin nut all in her mouth. She swallowed every drop. My cousin put his shit back on. She go right back to sleep on the floor like ain't shit happened. Go right back to sleep on the floor like ain't shit fucking happened. And then I remember she was trying to follow my cousin around for a little bit of time or whatever the case is. My cousin didn't really like her either. My cousin just kept blowing her off. But I remember she was trying to keep chasing my cousin and try to be more serious with him. And my cousin's like, nah, man, I ain't looking for no shit like that right now. My cousin, we was all from the hood. We all operated that kind of way. But this the type of thing, the level of respect that we got from women was dramatically different. And when I went from lover boy to just trying to crack chick, that's probably why she asked me to get in the car with her anyways. Because she was already hearing how many girls I was cracking. It's just at that particular party, the reason I didn't want to stay there, the dancers threw the party, but it wasn't like the really cute girls on our dance team. It was like let's put it like this. It was like the average girls. Most guys would crack these girls. Let's just put it like that. Like, they wasn't ugly. Like, they was like, I was used to fucking with the captains of the dance teams. I was used to fucking with the hottest ones on that dance team. So that's how I even knew about the invite to the party anyways. You feel me? So I guess the middle average girls, they never really liked the super hot girls. So what they did was they threw a party and they didn't invite the really hot ones. I thought all the dancers was going to be there, but it was all the like mid dancers. So when I got there, I wanted to leave right away. But these mid dancers was getting cracked. Like I'm talking about like I said, niggas was driving in, cracking the girl in the bathroom, cousin getting head. You know what I mean? Like, these little average girls was getting cracked, but I wasn't feeling any of them, so that's why I didn't want to stay. But I stayed for my cousin. You get me straight? Man, my cousin was like my brother. Like, we was like motherfucking inseparable or whatever, inseparable in that sense. So I was just like, all right, man, I'll fucking stay for this shit. But I wasn't interested in none of them. You know what I mean? I already had high standards, and I was just like, man, I ain't finna go for none of these hoes. You know what I mean? But I wanted to tell you that story because when I turned from lover boy to I just want to fuck, the amount of pussy that I got in that short period of time, those last 2 years of high school, junior year and senior year, was crazy. You know what I mean? That's when I was actually writing down the names of the girls I was cracking, and these was bad bitch. Like, these some bad bitch. Still to this day, some of them bitches still bad. And you gotta understand, sometimes you see them on Facebook and stuff, these girls is married. You know what I mean? These girls is married with family. Like, people still took them serious. And it's crazy to see this because it's like, that girl was a bathroom blowjob for me, or a bathroom crack in the stall for me, but she a whole wife to a nigga right now. She a whole wife with like 3-4 kids to a nigga right now. Like, that's crazy. Like, you understand? And when you move in a certain type of way, you start noticing stuff like that. You be like, damn, bro, this girl used to eat it up. Now she like fully married with kids now. That's wild. You get what I'm trying to say? Because people that ain't getting it, they think nobody getting it. You know what I mean? They believe the girl's stories. They believe she was innocent. And I used to crack some innocent looking girls in high school, bro. We had this one chick, bro, she looked like she was the cutest, most innocent little thing on the planet. I'm talking about the cutest little innocent thing on the planet. She was in my little photography class. I had a photography class, and I'm in there with her, and I'm just coming at her. One day, she's just like, I'm finna do this. I'm finna walk here. Can you she was like, I'm finna walk here. No. Then I was like, nah, I'll walk with you, some shit like that. And I think she was like walking to the store from the school. Bro, whole time I'm fingering her, making out with her, doing all types of stuff. So then we had to go back to school. So I think it was like a period or something between. And then so then I'm chopping her up, get her number, chopping her. And then I convinced my mom. My mom used to never let me hold her car. I convinced my mom to let me hold her car one night. Man, I drive to this girl's house, get topped right outside of her apartment. She swallowed every fucking thing. I'm talking about licking it off her fingers, every motherfucking thing. And when I tell you this girl was beautiful as hell, but looked like the most innocent, sweet angel, man, that motherfucker was nasty with it. I'm talking about, like, she had skills that I didn't even think she had. I thought I was going to have to teach her how to blow. This motherfucker knew how to do it all. And here's the thing. You seen her on Facebook recently? Full family. Kids, house. Because she had that innocent look. Niggas believe that shit. But she wasn't innocent. You get what I'm trying to say? Had that innocent look. Cute, fat little bubbly ass. Pretty little innocent face. Wasn't innocent. Goddamn thug. You feel me? She knew her way around the motherfucking dick. You know what I'm trying to say? She had skills. So, you got to understand that. And this is the thing, too, is when you become like that guy that's just trying to crack, or whatever the case is, because that's actually masculine, you know what I mean? You get more respect from women. Women respect you more. Women actually want to date you more, which is the crazy thing, because you gotta understand, my main chick, she says she only hooked up with one previous boyfriend of hers in the past, right? She didn't hook up with none of the guys in Minnesota, whatever the case is. None of those guys cracked her. I asked all around the college. Guys was coming at her all the time, and they kept telling me in college, it's like, man, she not going, man. She not going. There's a guy that in my college, he went to the NFL. He graduated before I got there, but he would come back. Coaches would tell him to talk to me because, you know, they saw me as like one of the potential stars at the college. never panned out because of my injuries, and every coach wanted me. The DB coach wanted me to play DB. The wide receiver coach wanted me to play wide receiver. The goddamn the star running back was 1 year older than me. He told the coaches he didn't want me to play running back behind him because it put too much pressure on him, because he saw me in practice at running back was my natural position. He saw me in practice. He was like, man, you too good. He told me at a party, he was high and drunk with me. He was like, bruh, I didn't want you to play running back at all. You'd have broke all my records, because this nigga was breaking records since he was a freshman. You know what I mean? He was a nerdy guy. He a doctor now, but he was breaking all the records at the school since he was a freshman, and he was 1 year older than me, so he was already their star. Like, they had like his picture hung up and stuff like that. So running back was my natural position, but he didn't want me to play running back because he saw me in practice. Like, I think like the first 2 carries in practice, I was touchdown. You know what I mean? And he's like, hey man, he told the coaches, and the coaches was cool with him. He was like, hey, we got to move this dude to a different position. So then they moved me to wide receiver. Wide receiver coach had me like, they was trying to move me to any position but my natural position, because I didn't know I found this out later when we was at a party smoking and drinking, but I didn't know he told the coaches that he didn't want me as his backup. Like, I was like, God damn. Like, and the coaches, they rocked with it because he was their star at that time. You get what I'm trying to say? But that's besides the point. We had a guy from NFL that went to the NFL. He was a wide receiver. He was there a year before me, and the coaches would always tell him to talk to me. So one of the things when we was talking, I asked him if he knew my main, right? And I don't know if she was my main at that time, or I don't know if she was just on such good behavior that I was thinking about making her my main. And he was just like, nah, man, I tried. And he was like, most of the girls I tried for, now this is a 6'4" wide receiver, went to the NFL. He said, most of the girls I tried, I went for, but he said she wasn't going, like, at all. So everybody telling me she not going. Niggas telling me she not going. So I ended up cracking her. Now, the first time, I couldn't crack her because it didn't fit. Like, I couldn't get it inside of her. Like, we tried, motherfucker. It just would not go inside of her. Like, I tried all night, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, nigga, is this shit, like, sealed shut? Like, I cannot get it inside of this fucking little, tight little thing, you know? So, but eventually, the next time we end up trying, yeah, she bled like a motherfucker, but it worked, you know what I mean? I felt like every time I hooked up with her for the first, like, 5 months, she would bleed for, like, the first, like a very long, every time we hooked up, she would bleed. Every time. You feel me? For, like, months. It was, like, a long time. Like, it took forever for her to stop bleeding with penetration. You know what I mean? So, I was like, she damn near really a virgin. Because she keep vaguely remembering this one ex-boyfriend that she said hooked up with her, but she can't remember nothing. She's like, oh, he turned off the lights, oh, this and this. I'm like, nigga, is you really a virgin, but you trying to act like you did something just to please me? You know what I mean? Because she knew I was kind of like hood. Niggas was trying to kick me out of school. I was way more hood than I am now. Now, you know, I done been in the professional world. You feel me? I done been places, but she knew this about me. And she was, I don't know if she was lying. She keep sticking to the same story. She said she hooked up with one guy, but I don't know. The story sound weird. You feel me? Cause she's like, oh, it's my ex-boyfriend, and he cut off the lights, and then I believe we had sex, and then I don't really remember much. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Did you, like, that shit was, I don't know. That's besides the point. Here's the thing. She let me crack. This is my main chick. This is back in college, right? That's all I wanted to do was crack. You feel me? She knew all I wanted to do was crack, because this is what she said. She said, when I met you, I told myself to stay away from you because you seem like a bad boy. But you kept winning me over every time you kept talking to me. Like, I thought you was super attractive. I thought you was a bad boy. I heard stories that you was, you know, people was trying to kick you out of school. They didn't think, they was talking about you behind your back. They didn't think you was going to make it, you know, because I was in this SSS program. They didn't think I was going to make it in college. They thought I would not graduate. They thought I was going to get kicked out. All types of stuff. You know what I mean? For fighting and running niggas down, for talking shit, all types of shit. I was a little bit more aggressive when I was younger. But here's the thing. She slipped up and said, the night that you came over, she's like, I knew you wanted to have sex with me, and I didn't have sex, and this is her senior year. This is my freshman year. And she said, So I knew I wasn't going to be able to stop you because I knew I liked you, and I knew like who I was. Like, bro, like the first time I had her alone, I'm making out with her, I pulled my dick out, I'm making her, she didn't even know how to touch it. She didn't even know how to touch a dick. She's like, what's this? Like, she didn't know how to touch it. I'm like, nah, touch it like this. I had to teach her how to touch it. Man, I had to teach her everything. I had to teach her how to give head without teeth. I had to teach her everything, bro. She didn't know shit about sex. You know what I mean? So she was like, I knew I wasn't going to be able to stop you, and I knew that I liked you, and I was nervous because I didn't know how to have sex, but I knew you did. And she was like, and I thought that you was just going to hook up with me and never talk to me again. But she said, well, if that happens, I guess I'm a senior, and she's like, I guess it's my senior year, and it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she made it up in her mind, just like, I really like this guy. He probably just want to crack. He probably just want to fuck me. He probably never going to talk to me after he fucked me, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in the bedroom. This is her words. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing in the bedroom, and she thought I was just going to crack her and never see her again. But here's the thing. Well, the first time I couldn't even get that motherfucker in. But here's the thing. My intentions, I told her, I said, my intentions were to crack you and never see you again. I told her straight up. I said, those were my intentions. I was in college. I was 18. I was a freshman. I was trying to crack as much pussy. I wasn't trying to get in a relationship. I wasn't looking for a fucking relationship. I was trying to crack as much pussy as I could. But here's the thing. When you're cracking pussy, a lot of girls will try to get you into a relationship. Now, she was talking, this is her mindset. But after I cracked her a few times, she started acting like a fucking girlfriend. Trust that shit. She was hitting me up, cooking for me, bringing me shit. She was like, her friends was like cornering me, trying to make me date her and shit. Like, trust me, she started going for it. It's the girl's job to get the fucking relationship. The guy's job is to be a guy. You feel me? Guys, we crack shit. You feel me? Guys, we fucking be in the streets. We are guys. We are men. We make shit happen. We crack shit. We wreck pussy. That's what guys do. You get what I'm trying to say? It is the girl's job to lock us down after they've been cracked. And she did her job well. After she was cracked, she tried to do everything in her power to lock me down. That's what she's supposed to do. So the reason why this little meme is so important is because it is feminine behavior to go into it to do her job for her. Make that bitch work at something. You guys keep giving these girls the benefit of the doubt. Make her work for something. You get what I'm trying to say? Yes, you're the one that has to put your ego on the line. You're the one that has to put your pride on the line. You're the one that has to initially probably talk to her to initiate something in some way, shape, or form. But after you do that part, because you trying to talk to crack, after you crack, she should be putting in work to lock you down, to keep you around. That becomes her job. Your job is to crack. Her job is for something more serious. So, as a man, allow her to do her job. And be unapologetic about you doing your job. And there's going to be some guys out here be like, no, man, I like to court women and get to know them and, find out more about their personalities to see if we're aligned. That's feminine behavior. Feminine. And trust me, if you want to be feminine, go ahead. Do it 100%. Just don't be on the fence. Don't be half masculine, half feminine, whatever. Be all the way. You feel me? Do everything feminine. You know what I mean? Might as well go the whole way. Just understand the consequences that comes with it when you use that strategy. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to use that strategy, just understand the consequences that come with it when you use that strategy. So, that's all I wanted to say today, man. If you guys haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community so you can become more masculine sooner rather than later, especially if you want to be masculine. I have a live Q&A tonight. I think that Q&A tonight is going to be fire. It starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you jump into the CLG community, 7-day free trial. You can click the link. You can click the link in the description. You join the live Q&A. You can ask me live questions, real time, give you real game. Also had a situation happen last night which I will break that whole entire situation down in the Q&A and give you guys a bunch of gold nuggets on how you can crack more efficiently and how you can have a girl obsessed with you after you crack. So yeah, man, I'm just loading it up with gold nuggets. I'm also going to be trying to put together a meetup in the next month, so be on the lookout for that. I'm trying to make it affordable. I want a bunch of guys to meet up, and we just trying to have a blast. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching the video. I tried to load this one with as many gold nuggets as I possibly could, but try to adapt the CLG mindset sooner rather than later before it's too late. You get what I'm trying to say? Because the last thing you want to do is get bogged down with life and end up making a decision that's going to lock you down and put you in a situation where you can't grow anymore. The best time to grow is when you're right now. You know what I mean? When you're actually looking to grow. Because once you start the journey, you're going to thank yourself 5 years later when you see who you become. Even a year later. You feel me? We got people becoming monsters in less than a year. We got people becoming monsters in months. We got some people becoming, great within a few weeks. You know what I mean? We had one of the GOATs in the group. As soon as he got access to the dating course, he was amazing. You know what I mean? And that was less than 8 days. So imagine that. You feel me? Some people, everybody has their own timeline. You know what I mean? People post their results. People post their receipts. I post my receipts. Not all of them, obviously. But, you know what I mean? A lot of them. I rather the group post their receipts because it doesn't, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter how much pussy I'm getting because somebody can be great at a sport, but they can be a bad coach. Sometimes like people like Michael Jordan, they be like, yeah, you were so great. But then that person could also be a really bad coach. So the reason I try not to post, I have a hard 30. Let's not get it twisted. I post my receipts. I try not to post all of my receipts. Is because it's not about me, right? I can be great, but if the guys that I'm training don't become great, then what does that matter to you? My job is to make you elite. You feel me? I already have an enjoyable life. I didn't have to come to the internet with this information. I did not have to. But I did because I want other men to have an enjoyable life. You understand what you understand where I'm coming from? I have a very fun life, in my opinion, and the reason why it's fun is because I structured it how I wanted to be structured. I didn't listen to nobody else's opinion. I didn't follow nobody else's guidance. I didn't do nothing like that. I want my life to be structured this way. This is how I want it set up, and this is how I'm going to go about it. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm going to do what it takes to set it up this way. So, that's where I'm at with it. And yeah, man, with that being said, I'm out. Peace.